Particularly now, with the status of the economy, a lot of companies are going through reorganizations or restructurings, and typically the goal of these reorganizations is to save money. Personnel payroll tends to be the biggest or one of the biggest expenses, administrative overhead type expenses for companies and organizations. And so oftentimes when you're faced with this difficult economical decision as to what you need to do to curb costs, you look at payroll, you look at personnel, and you look at determining who can be cut from that payroll or personnel and yet still allow the company to function. Sometimes companies approach these in mass reductions. You might have a reduction in force that takes the form of laying off 1/3 of your workforce, for example. It may be more pinpointed. You may be looking at certain departments that you can do away with, or it may be that you're looking at doing away with one employee but yet bringing in 2 part-timers to do the position. Prior to taking these kinds of steps, these reorganizational steps or these restructuring steps, you should typically take a look at what legal rules will require you to do certain things in terms of notice, in terms of, for example, if you have any contracts or employee handbooks or manuals that require you to give severance pay to certain employees, because you want to make sure that you cross your T's and dot your I's prior to taking the steps of reduction in force, so that when you're going through the reduction in force, things flow smoothly. You can get the job done in a way that's not going to subject you to further claims down the road from employees who have been terminated, seeking, for example, some notice that they never received, or some type of severance pay that they were entitled to that they didn't get, or maybe a payout of vacation time or a payout of sick time that they felt they were entitled to.